So we're part of the Center for Academic Excellence at Mills College, which is a department that hosts a couple of different tutoring and mentoring services for students. So the center hosts technically the Writing Center, where a lot of graduate and undergraduate tutors do specifically writing work with students on campus. We also host the peer tutoring program, and then MLS is sort of a tangent to those other functions. But our tutors are specifically trained to work with students who come from some kind of multilingual background. So that might mean anyone from the international community on campus, diverse linguistic background, be it having spoken multiple languages growing up, or they may have moved to the United States when they were in middle or high school, and so definitely think of English as a second language. And so all of those students benefit, I think, in some way from the work that we do at MLS, because what we really try to do is equip students not just with a lot of writing know-how, but also the kinds of tips and strategies that are going to help them be really successful in an academic environment that's pretty stringent and where English is the primary language. We technically call them student supporters, and all of those tutors are current graduate students at Mills at this moment, and they all happen to be English students, which isn't necessarily always the case, but one is an MFA student and the other two are English MAs in the literature program. So all three of those tutors interviewed for the position, and one of the major requirements for being able to be a student supporter is having some kind of background in work with multilingual students or with international students. So one of our current tutors, Britt, is someone who has a background in having taught abroad. She taught in France for I think about a year, and she also did some English teaching while she was in Senegal. One of my goals at the start of this semester when I took on the coordinator position was wanting to first of all, expand people's awareness of MLS, because it's a fairly recent program, and so one of the major projects for me has been to generate more just general awareness on the campus of who we are and the services that we offer, for the benefit of course, of international and multilingual students, but also just for the general community, because as the international community is beginning to grow on campus, I think that one of the things that's really important is to kind of help them become more of the General Mills community, encourage them to feel acclimated, but also to feel like there are services available to them specifically that kind of like recognize and celebrate their diverse backgrounds and where they're coming from linguistically, but also culturally. So on top of the workshop that we just held, which I feel was quite successful, we're also looking to host a couple of events later in the semester that recognize and celebrate international holidays for those students who are interested, but also just help them feel really connected and integrated.